Hi there and welcome to A Punk with Toys. I'm Lawrence and today we're going to take a look at the Super 7 Reaction Cobra Infantry, Cobra Trooper Infantry. Here's our figure. Boom. Alright. So, if you like the video, if you like the content, give me a thumbs up, follow the channel, I appreciate it. Let me first start by reiterating, this is not Hasbro. This is not for everyone. This is 5 points of articulation. Again, this is not my favorite thing in the world, but again, I did want to review it. I was hoping to have a Y back and an H back, but GameStop did not ship the H back. So I might even end up canceling it because the whole point of having both of them was to review them. Now, again, this is Super 7. Hasbro has licensed to them to allow them to do their 5 points of articulation. So if you really want to see me rant, you can go back and look at the Quinn video that I did and you can hear me rant about it. And I initially was going to compare these figures, or this figure, to the retro that you can get, and even the O-ring. Now I'm not going to do that really right now, though I am going to show you the two differences if you're just trying to troop build. So anyway, looking at the card art, again, love the card art. I absolutely do love this. I think it looks really nice when you got the figure inside. If you're a mint on card collector, it's going to look nice on your wall or wherever you want to display it. Then on the back, we have a file card, and these are cartoon accurate figures. These are made to look like the cartoon. So up here, you have the exact same thing. The majority of these are made to be cartoon accurate, other than Quinn, who was in issue number 2 of G.I. Joe. The rest of these are supposed to be cartoon accurate. Not comic accurate, cartoon. So, you have the file card, which is only in, and again, I complained about this on the retro cards, that they're bilingual. Again, I think that you make enough money, you can send different languages to each country. Another thing I never mentioned with the other ones, I don't believe I mentioned, is the cardstock. This is really nice, thick cardstock, and I think this is kind of being brought to light because it sounds like the O-rings that Hasbro Pulse is going to be sending, it's kind of on some cheap, flimsy cardstock. So, anyway, let's take a look at this figure, and you can kind of decide what you want to do. Again, this is an $18 figure. It is a high price point. It is not for everyone. And again, I do agree that they are too expensive, but that's the price of all the reaction figures. Let's take a look at it quickly. All right, so here we go. Here's our card art, and like I said, this is absolutely wonderful. But there are some things that I do want to point out. And I was hoping to have the H-back, but she actually has, I forget what color is the backdrop, but the color is different in the back. So this is red. So any red is the Y, and I think it's yellow is the H-back. So there are 3 different colors with each figure. All right, so I got the black Cobra Trooper here, and he comes with this weapon. Now, the H-back that I had ordered was, I do believe, more the Latino one, and he comes with a different gun, okay? He comes with a different weapon that's very similar to this, and then there is a handgun that the white trooper would come with. Now, they swap this around where the Y-backs and the H-backs are different. They all have the same weapons, but they intermingle them, so the black, actually, with the H-back, that's the Y-back, I'll explain that in a minute, has the pistol. And then the Latino has, I think the Latino has this gun. And then the white has the gun similar to this. It's just really, it's a way, in my opinion, for you to continue to go out and try and collect every single one of them, even though they say they don't do it. So, and on the artwork, everything is the same, but they do change the weapons depending on which ones you get, and the color is different. So you do have this wonderful art. All right, G.I. Joe, no Real American Hero, no The Enemy. A couple of things that it would be cool if they had. You have your explosion in the back, which is different than what the O-rings were, but again, it gives you that feel. Then you have your card art, and you have your cross cell. I should probably raise this just a bit here. There we go, that looks better. Oops, hold on. There you go. So the Cobra Trooper, here you have, you know, what his file card is. Now, they do not change the color on the actual file card. He's just the same Caucasian, Latino, I'm not sure what color that is, on there. So, be your cross cell of all the figures that are in Wave 1. Okay? Again, as you can see, there's no Hasbro, other than it telling you that G.I. Joe is a trademark of Hasbro, and that they've licensed this out. So, there you go. That is it with the card. Again, it looks wonderful. And they do come with this packaging where they just kind of fit in. They have little rubber bands so they don't rub up against the front and they don't bounce around in it. So again, they look really nice on card if that's what you're looking for. As you can see, this was an unpunched card because it came from GameStop. Alright, so now quickly looking at the figure. Again, there's nothing to really say about articulation. There we go. Not much to say about articulation. It's 5 points. Up, down, can kick, and your head can turn. These are basically a Star Wars figure, and kind of like with my Quinn one, he definitely looks to be leaning to one side, and that definitely, it's not my desk, because the green shirt does not do that. So, quickly, you look at the green shirt here. That's the color of the Latino. And again, I don't have a white one, unfortunately. And this is what the black figure would look like. So, he does come with being, again, cartoon accurate. They both had Y and H backs. Alright, and again, it looks really nice if you just want some back drops. So, and here is his laser pistol. Okay, if you all remember, G.I. Joe always had the laser pistols. Now there's, this isn't a pistol, it's a rifle. There's two different versions. They look very similar. I didn't even notice it at first. That's what I was hoping to get the other one. I really hated the way the pistol looked. And again, it looks like it's probably too big to fit in most of the O-ring figure's hands. So I'm not even going to try it, although I was able to get Quinn's gun into Storm Shadow's hands. And they look to be about maybe the same. So maybe you could do it, but you're risking snapping the fingers. Or thumbs, not the fingers. So it does look really nice. Got a nice Cobra symbol. And again, if you watch the cartoon a lot, you'll remember the way the suspenders looked and everything. So these are considered their army builders. Now you're looking at an $18 price point. Do I think it's too expensive? I sure do. So here's your Cobra Officer and your Cobra Trooper. This is the Walmart exclusive retro that so many people hated. But if you look at it here, you have wonderful stances that you can get them into. They articulate pretty nicely. And at least for the Cobra Officer, you can still get them on Walmart for $13 or Hasbro Pulse for $14 as of right now. And he comes with multiple weapons. His AK-47, his pistol, comes with a mortar. Just, again, helmet comes off. Just, and the stand. You get much more for your buck. So if you're looking to army build, you have two different options right now. Again, I think the Cobra Officer looks way better You know, unfortunately, the Cobra Trooper isn't available. You can probably still find them every now and then. So, and when you compare the two, you know, I don't even think there's really a choice here. These ones just look way, way better articulation. But if you want something that is cartoon accurate, here he is. He's got his knee pads, but not that it matters because you can't bend, so he ain't going to hit the knees at all. So, again, this is a Star Wars style figure. So, there you go. Here's a quick look at the Y-back. Alright. And this is the, as they call him, the brown figure, but it's a black figure. Which I do like the fact that they're doing multiple colors. But you know what I would rather? I would rather Hasbro or whoever give us a figure like this, or even the classified, and give us 3 different heads rather than say, hey, chase it. So if I want to buy 3 different figures, I can. Or I can buy one and use whatever color. So anyway, let's wrap this up because, again, there's not too much to show with these figures. Alright, so there you have it. That is the Super 7 Reaction Cobra Trooper Infantry. Again, there are 6 different ones to get if you are a completist, or you want an array of figures and you're glutton for punishment of $18 a head. Now, I guess it's saying a lot considering, I mean, I have 4 bats and 4 alley vipers, which just came out. So I just spent $200 on, 8 figures, but again, way more bang for your buck. But again, you can get a Latino, black, and a white in the Y back, which this is the Y back, or an H back, which is would have an H. And they all have different weapons. There's 3 different weapons, and they interchange them. So it's not like the black H back, he comes with the pistol. And they do make sure to change it on the card art, which, again, I really do like the card art. So they do change the gun, they change the color of his skin, but the file card is not changed. So there it is. If you really like the reaction figures, you like the reaction line, whether it be the Transformers or, Nightmare Before Christmas, they do everything. I mean, the reaction does absolutely everything. I mean, if you just like that, if you like the 5 points of articulation, again, I'm still not a fan. I'm spending these just to review them, compare them. I guess I'm a glutton for punishment, but I'm not buying them all, at least as of not yet. They're cool little figures, just when you display everything like I do. And you've seen the videos, my G.I. Joe rooms, you can obviously see, like, I have different poses. And if you just want figures to stand, oh yeah, they do have pegs. In fact, I forgot to mention that. They do have pegs, but again, they don't fit the O-ring size or the 4-inch retro size. So maybe they have their own stands. I'm sure they do. So anyway, I'm rambling on. There is your Super 7 Reaction Cobra Trooper Infantry. I feel like they put in a whole bunch of words, and after going through classified and being yelled at for calling something a Cobra Trooper when it was infantry, and that. So anyway, I'm gonna wrap it up. If you like the channel, if you like the video, follow the channel, give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And happy toy hunting.